What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video drive breakdown on the Madden Academy. Professional Madden player here, Pavan Lacotte. I'm going to be breaking down one of my offensive drives versus a really popular defense and this 6-1. I've done this before, but 6-1 is catching a lot of track, a lot of attention. It's really good. And my opponent, I'm going to be playing is a really good player, and he is going to be running this 6-1 defense where right here, as you can see, he's auto flipping. I think he has man align on. If you could tell by this corner moving over here, he's going to run man. But pre-breakdown analysis real quickly, the 6-1 is either going to be like a cover 2, where, cover 2 right here. Obviously, this guy's manned up here because he followed. This is why we audible, obviously. We get to tell what they're in, kind of. It's going to be a cover 4, where these guys are all back here, and then obviously this guy followed him, but he would be back here. Or it's just going to be straight up man-to-man everywhere across the field, and these guys are maybe blitzing mostly, with occasionally them being sent out into like purples, and then obviously hook zones in the cover 2. So that's what cover 6-1 really is. I know some people get in this gap right here, and they get that loop coming across the middle from the DT. He won't be doing that. He's just going to be sending this edge side pressure. My job is to make quick reads, dump it down, hit him with man beaters if he's in man, and block the blitz. And that's what your ideology should be versus 6-1 every single time. Quick reads, get the ball out, try to pick up this blitz. You see right here, he's blitzing off this left side. He's going to switch stick onto R1 to pick up my flat. Man coverage looking really good, honestly, right here. All these routes, it's a lot of congestion. The man coverage did its job. We just get it to our slant. Could have possibly racked that with D-jacks, but we're going to just settle for our possession catch. Get to a hash, and from here we could really play at our pace. He's going to be shifting his D-line to the left, as you see right here. All his D-linemen go to the left. And like I said, he's just trying to get this pressure right here. Some disengages, looping around. And, he's going to really zone up this right side or man him up, do whatever with Fred Warner. Sometimes he might send 6, sending all the linebackers. And then obviously he's using Simmons. And you see right here, like he doesn't even know what he wants to do. And I don't know if you guys picked up on that. I'm going to show you guys what he did real quickly. First of all, his safety ran across the field. So he's in Sam Will Blitz, the man version. And he's nudging these guys. You see right here, he's clicking on them. He's nudging them. What that means is he's in man. And then with that, he can make it into a cover 2 or cover 4. And why he's doing that is because of the auto motion play. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but with this auto motion play, this cornerback is going to follow him across the field. But since he nudges him right here, he is just going to stay there. He's not going to follow if I call the auto motion play, which I don't plan on calling yet. I'm going to save that a little later down the line when I need it. But for now, we're just going to stick to our basic play calls. Right here, I actually send out Saquon. I blocked this left tight end, and look at the time we're getting. We have a lot of time. We hit R1, just going to go underneath. I'm going to rewind that playback. I actually did put Saquon on a wheel route. See right here, he's going to go up the field. He is open, but I didn't trust the read. I don't trust switch stick. But that's good to know later down the field. These wheel routes with the running back apprentice, really good versus cover 0. They're not as good as they were last year, but this year, if you have enough time, which is very rare, see right here, he's going to break open. You will have a one-play touchdown versus cover 0. Saquon obviously being very fast. He does DB sometimes, but it is inconsistent, so that's really just a 50-50 chance. And if you really need a touchdown, do that. Right here, we're gonna mix it up, right? So we sent Saquon to the right this time. This time I'm assuming he's just gonna man him up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put him here on this really nice route. I don't even know what this route is called, but he just flies across the field. It's really good versus cover 2s where this guy's back here. It's not the greatest for cover 3 shade down, but if they do shade down with their cover 3, we have this hook curl just sitting right here, ready for us to get some yards if he does, hard flat that. So you can see how the play develops. I'm expecting man, and he does man him up. But the thing is, he has this flat here, which I can't read what that zone is. I do have the tight end and R1 across the middle. But, like I said, I could throw this route if I wanted to. But I'm reading him right here. And we kind of like throw this a little late, but we pass lead inside, get our 8 yards, 9 yards right there. So that was like a purple seam flat, something like that. Like I said, I could have thrown the running back, but I think I would have got more yards throwing to the curl route, which I ended up doing. And yeah, that was my thought process on that play. Right here, what I'm trying to do is run the same play I just ran, right? I'm expecting a blitz off this right side. So I'm blocking Kittle. The thing is, the blitz might come off the left. So I have to watch out, make a hot read if he blitzes off this left side. And hopefully the blocking does hold up. And if it does, we're going to have some options right here. So if it's cover 0, we might have this wheel route. Once more cover 0, we're going to have this post. R1 is a good option on a drag. And then we have this zig route, which is so good versus any types of coverage. Cover 2, cover 4, cover 3, cover 0. It's a really good play concept, honestly. The big thing is, are we going to get time? So let's see how this play develops right here. If we make the right read, he blitzes off this left side, but he's playing soft cover 2 or like some type of man. And, you know, he's there for the tackle, but we'll take those 4 to 5 yards any day of the week. You have to take those if you want to be a really good player. You have to live underneath and be comfortable with it. And, you know, when they finally adjust for the underneath, you go over the top. Right here, he actually goes off sides. We're going to accept it, obviously, because, you know, no free yards, right? You can't give me free yards. Right here, once more, he's going to be in like this cover 0 man blitz. And what my whole intention right here is to do is I want to block this blitz right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to motion block. And my goal is to roll out with this post with Cunningham and, you know, have this backside option. You know, I could plant my feet, throw this if it's open. I'll have something coming across the middle, and then I'll obviously have a go route to clear out every type of zone. So that's my goal right here. I just want to roll out, avoid the blitz, pick it up for one. You know, I'll sit in that pocket if I need to. But if I, you know, if I could have had it, I would have definitely liked to roll out. We actually do have R1. Thankfully, we don't get D-line picked. But, you know, I don't know. It just, a lot of things got bumped up right here. My tight end post for one, he gets bumped. You're going to see right here. I don't know what happens, right? It throws off the timing of everything. We do have actually square. He switch sticks onto it, good switch stick. I could have thrown it, but like I said, I was looking for the bigger play. And honestly, the whole play was messed up. My tight end is right here. He should have been like right here. So it just messed up the spacing and the timing. Like I said, I did have something open, but it's all good. We move on to 2nd and 5. We don't force anything. We did have 5 extra yards on that first down. So, you know, essentially we're still ahead of the sticks. Let's see what we got on this 2nd down. You see my opponent probably setting some zone drops, honestly, right now. He saw that I had a wheel route, so he's like, all right, you know what? Maybe let me run a little cover 2 with a 30 and a 5, a 25 and a 5. So I'm not really thinking about that at this time. But, you know, we're going to run a cover 2 beater, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to seam streak our tight end. And this is our main read, right? And then if he gives us this underneath, we'll take it. We have this guy going on a speed out kind of thing. Really got to read if their linebackers are going to get out here. If they do, then we'll have the underneath right here. And if, you know, he's not paying attention to the seam streak, we're going to just throw it. So, honestly, this play worked out perfectly. He did actually run cover 2. He actually left this right here like a cover 4. But, you know, we get our read. We go underneath. Always have an underneath option. Play worked out pretty well. I knew he was going to go coverage because, like, I had a play open, a touchdown open. Usually when people, like, see, oh, shit, someone's open for a touchdown, I'm going to play coverage. That's what he ends up doing. Right here, I'm expecting a blitz again. So we just have a couple hot reads. We're going to have triangle late. We don't actually throw the read. We take off with Cunningham, which I like. I like having those yards. We did fumble, thankfully, out of bounds. So, you know, not the worst case scenario. We do get 8 yards. That's a great play right there. And you'll see his blitz isn't coming in, right? His user and his blitz and his disengages, thankfully, they're not coming in. Right here, he actually says, all right, I'm going to just send them all. We have our underneath option, and we end up scoring. So that's a drive versus 6-1. Like I said, he did switch stick on, and then he was, like, hesitant, right? From this spot right here, he's never going to get down here. So we could just throw it, like, over here. Instead of passing it up, we're going to pass it to the sideline. And then he actually hesitates and goes back here, which I think this guy would have guarded the tight end. But nonetheless, like I said, I read this guy coming in. I read this guy coming in. Our first read was like, all right, you know what? Let's just dump it down. Avoid the bad play. You know, even if we get 1 or 2 yards, even if we drop the ball, it's fine. But he just didn't have anyone over here.
and we end up scoring with Saquon. So that's another video drive breakdown on the Madden Academy. Go check out Madden Academy now. Got free courses. If you want more video breakdowns like this, offense, defense, comment what you want, and I got you guys.